love the smell of the poly. It is crazy to think that we have lived here for 7 months to the day today.
That is pretty crazy.
We've had a lot of people ask us about our experiences living here and what it's actually like to live near Disney World. And overall, it's pretty good. For starters, we live 20 minutes away from the Magic Kingdom and 20 minutes away from this beautiful place. And this is actually Jeremy's favorite resort.
It's true.
So it's nice that we can just hop in here, have a nice relaxing day. We get to just come here on a whim, sit by this nice little beach and relax, watch the boats come in and out. It's amazing to be able to experience all the different seasons here, all of the different events throughout the year, opening of attractions, and get to really experience it on the first day without knowing what it's going to be like and not being sad that I'm watching other people's videos wishing I was there. There are also all kinds of opportunities to catch characters that we wouldn't necessarily have met before. Like we've met Robin Hood and Little John and Prince John and Friar Tuck, and it's just really neat to be able to experience all these random things pretty much any given day of the year. Coming for a week on vacation, we do a little of this kind of relaxing, but you just don't get to see all of it like you do when you live here. We also get asked a lot about Florida in general. Is Florida really that crazy? And well, Florida men are doing strange things all the time, but it's not really that weird here. Don't get me wrong, it's different, but mostly in a good way. There are all kinds of golf courses and weird animals that I've never seen before. Like I saw an armadillo for the first time a couple weeks ago. That was interesting. There's also beautiful, lush, tropical plants and flowers, things that would never grow back home. And it's all beautiful. For us, the biggest struggle has definitely been money though. To get a Dole Whip or not get a Dole Whip. The existential question. It sounds so good, but probably not in our best interest right now. So free water it is. The thing that really stinks about Orlando is that the wages here are just not great. When we initially did research, the cost of living here was cheaper, and that's still true.
Yeah, it's a lot cheaper than where we were living.
In Portland and the Portland area, housing is just getting more and more expensive. I mean, that's true to a certain extent anywhere, yeah. But what we did not expect was that the wages here in relation to the cost of living would be so different. And it's been an adjustment.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to find a job here, at least it has been in our experience. And the wages just aren't what they were back home. I left a really good paying job and I love living here. I think it's a really fun thing to be very close to Disney World, but it is at a sacrifice. But you wouldn't change anything, would you?
No, I mean, maybe a little bit of our research beforehand would have changed.
Yes. I don't regret anything either, but Jeremy's right. I wish we would have done more research because just living on a tight budget has been a really big adjustment that I'm not used to. And it makes Disney World slightly less fun because on vacation you can go for a week at a time and just kind of splurge and have fun. You're on vacation, whereas here your real life still exists. I think the most difficult thing is to be able to strategically plan what we spend when we're here in the parks, and it's definitely been an adjustment for sure. You could probably see in our videos over time where, like, initially when we got here we were splurging on a lot of things, and now it's kind of like, all right, let's only splurge every once in a while. It's not necessarily all the time. Also, where you live in relation to the parks can make a big difference as well.
It's true.
We have a podcast called Who Would Live in Florida, a bi-weekly debriefing of a Disney-driven life, which is more like a bi-monthly debriefing. But we do have another episode coming out soon where we're going to be talking about the different neighborhoods and the pros and cons of them, at least the ones surrounding Disney. But if you don't live in one of those neighborhoods, your commute could be an hour or more depending on where you choose to live.
It's true. Like, we live pretty close, like 15 to 20 minutes from the parks.
I definitely love that we can just pop into the parks for an hour or two, catch a parade, watch the sunset.
And the sunsets here kind of are amazing.
They are. It's true. They really are that much better. When you are on vacation at Disney World, you get to fully immerse yourself in the experience. You can stay in the hotels, you can kind of live inside the Disney bubble and forget that a world outside of that exists. And while it's still really fun to live here, it's just not quite the same as when you're on vacation.
Yeah, there's something to be said about going home and sleeping in your own bed, but it's still not quite the same as taking that bus to your resort and then just relaxing by the pool or something.
So the biggest recommendation that I think we both would give is if you really want to live here, just do your research. Figure out, you know, what kind of pay your job field pays here. What areas you think you want to live in, and really research them, plug in your information, the area you're looking at, and see how far away each of the different parks are, and whether you're, you know, really think, are you okay with a 20-minute commute, or is an hour okay? And that's really a personal question you have to answer. And it's one that really matters because traffic here can be very bad. It's really easy to get caught up in the magic of Disney, and it is very magical, but you still have to consider the other things. Those other things are going to really make an impact on your liveliness here. Thank you so much for coming along with us. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment below, or you can reach out to us through our website or email. We'll leave all the information below. Make sure you check out our podcast and subscribe. We'll see you very soon. Bye.
We gotta go to Epcot.
We do. We're going to Epcot. And if you want to see that video, well, that one's for Patreons, which there's a link to that below as well. All right. Bye.